Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor, and while Johnny Depp and many of you are celebrating the settlement of the judgment, meaning that the case is over, we had a really fascinating conversation yesterday during our live with Kurt from Uncivil Law, who was unhappy with the settlement. He felt like Johnny was letting him and others down, that he was letting Amber off too easily. And I put a poll up for our audience, and yeah, 50% of you agreed with him. A lot of you guys are still frustrated. So I wanted to break down this article that talks about that Fox talked to some experts who said that they thought that the settlement enshrines Johnny Depp's victory. I think a lot of people are emotional, obviously, for this case. They're very angry at Amber and the lies that she's told. But I think we got to step back and still remember what this is all about and Johnny's ability to move on. That Johnny was never someone who was the aggressor. It was actually Amber. And for him to not actually keep twisting it in her, I think helps him tremendously. And I think a lot of people wanted him to become the angry, never let this go and take Amber for all she's worth. But that's never been who Johnny is. They want to keep painting him that way. But even in this victory, he's proving that's not who he is. That's not how he was raised to avoid these conflicts. He was always trying to walk away from the conflicts. He doesn't want to be involved further in this conflict. And it's nice to also see these experts confirm that. Now, I want to play this is an older clip when it won, but I never got to share this here, and I rewatched it. I thought it was new, but it's old, but I still think it's relevant. Nancy Grace's thoughts, and I want you to play them so we all remember the truth here about this whole case.
As Depp's agent. No, I was not surprised. I'll tell you why. Once a jury doubts your credibility, doesn't believe you, once you're caught in lie after lie after lie, and it may be on a tangential issue, such as taking a poop in the bed, such as not tipping off TMZ to get the perfect shot of her bruise on the side of her face when she filed for that TRO, such as being caught in perjury, lying about, of all things, a charitable donation. You know, she could have just said, you know what? I had good intentions. I know that's not enough. I did give, what, $2 million, but I ran out of money. I ran out of money, and I want to make good. Why not say that instead of lying about it? Because once they smell her lies, it's over. They don't believe her, and they don't accept her testimony.
So here's the clip from
So it's important to remember that, because that's really what this has always been about, is a credibility issue. And Amber can go out on her Instagram and say whatever the hell she wants. The truth is, there's going to be people who didn't follow the trial. They're going to believe it. And there's going to be the people who did. And I think the majority of the people who just are be like, yeah, no, I saw enough to know that this was not someone I believe. And that's ultimately what went down. Now, I want to play here. I want to read here some of these experts that have spoken to Fox about this. It's resignation. Civil criminal attorney Tim Pelletory said of Heard's decision to drop her appeal. This enshrines his win. She's solidifying his victory. Virginia obviously awarded him $15 million, but he's now gotten one. It was settled, dwindled down to 10.3. He was never going to get this money, guys. She doesn't have that kind of money. Even if she had kept the $7 million, which we know she didn't, she clearly spent it on other things instead of the charities. He was never going to see that much money. He knew that. This was never about the money. And so, yeah, at the end of the day, that's what it was. Now, she's, saying this deal imposes no restrictions on her ability to talk about the case. I've made no admission. This is not an act of concession, but Parlatone disagrees, saying if she published another op-ed making the same allegations that the jury found were defamatory, she could absolutely be sued again, and he would win because he already has a finding. So I don't think he wants to do that. Would she have the guts to go and try and do that again? Tell me down in the comments below. More experts are coming, but while I have you here, can you please make sure you're subscribed, hit that bell for alerts, smash the button, hit the like, and I want to hear your thoughts on this. Do you think she will give up? Tell me down below. Is she ever going to give up? She should. Will she? She keeps talking about trying to move on. I didn't want any of this. Well, then just move on. Move on. Anyway, her Instagram statement was clearly vetted, if not written by a lawyer, Parlato says. Everything is couched in terms of, I spoke my truth in court. But she doesn't come out and say, he did this or that to me. It was a good point. We didn't really talk about that in the last videos. She does not come out and say again the accusations of what he did. She had to be very careful on, I'm speaking my truth. It's all that stuff instead of Johnny, blanked me, etc. Because she can't say it anymore. She's not allowed to say it. That's a huge win for Johnny. even no matter how she wants to spin it from a PR perspective. New York-based attorney Todd Spodek also called the statement a generous gesture on Depp's part. The verdict accomplished his main goal, which was public vindication. You can't get blood from a stone, and if Amber doesn't have the money, she doesn't have it, which is true. Depp pledging the $1 million to charity, had a rich irony after it was revealed that Heard only donated a small fraction of the money that she promised to turn over to the ACLU and the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles. They're the victims here, not Amber. This is like her trying to be like, yeah, well, I pledged it. I will give it at some point. She had it in hand for 13 months. She had the money in hand. She was never going to give all that money. She was hoping Elon or others or people would forget about it. And she went on a press tour to announce it. I don't understand how that alone didn't turn some of these supporters of her off and be like, I don't want to be around this woman if she's lying about giving to a kid's charity. Like that sick kids who are dying in Children's Hospital. She lied about it. But yeah, it's a credibility issue, as Nancy Grace said. Eric Schiffer, chairman of LA-based reputation management consultants, called the settlement an incredibly smart PR move for Depp. It shows compassion and avoids Amber potentially having to file for bankruptcy with a young child and him having been the cause. So yeah, I mean, this is another amazing thing because she didn't really use the child as a prop this time. She has previously used the child as a prop. That has been sort of a thing that Amber did, trying to put it out there as like, oh, I'm a mother now. I'm so happy. And then, it's all about her, and then suddenly a couple baby shots. But she's had this baby there, and many of us, we think this was all done. The timing of this was all done to help her in her case. And she didn't bring up the baby or her fact of being a mother once in her statement, which was very weird. It's like you're all about, I'm going to start on what matters most to me, but that's not what matters most to you. You don't want to like play that card now to play the sympathy of like, I'm a mother. It almost felt like Johnny took that away because she couldn't keep saying that because he could have absolutely gone and bankrupt her. And then I'm a young mother who can't afford any. And he's like, okay, I'm not even going to let you do any of that, girl. Bravo. So look, here are all these other experts. And so, yeah, this is it. Johnny's lawyers, we are pleased to formally close this door in this painful chapter. Mr. Depp, who made it clear throughout the process, his priority was about bringing the truth to light, not about the money. That's what this was about. And so, yeah, it's nice to see experts out there confirming this. And it's nice to see that Johnny is winning because we talked about this in a little live and I wanted to bring it up one more time. The Pirates of the Caribbean producer, Jerry Bruckheimer himself, said he would love to have Johnny Depp back. He's a terrific actor, a friend, and it's unfortunate personal lives creep into everything we do, but he says he's absolutely would love to have Captain Jack Sparrow back. And really ultimately came down, well, would Disney put up, would deal it? And you'd have to ask them. I can't answer that question. I really don't know. You can't kill him off. We tried to kill him off. It didn't work. Captain Jack is there forever. And it seems like his producer is down to bring him. Now, will Disney tell Jerry Bruckheimer no? Now that Johnny's been proven to be innocent here in the States, can they keep knocking him down? Will they? Will they give him a proper apology as they should? Because hashtag Johnny Depp deserves an apology from so many people out there still to this day. And Amber, I hope, will just move on so we don't keep reporting about any of this. But it's interesting. I wanted to bring this out to you because I know some of you, I was kind of shocked yesterday at that 50% poll. Some of you really weren't happy with this verdict. I am. I think this is a good move for him. He's being the better person as he's always been. It's very true to his character. It's always what Johnny's been about. So bravo to Mr. Depp. And what do you guys say? I want to hear your thoughts down below. We will be live later today talking Megan Thee Stallion case and more. I hope you'll join us there. Thank you guys so much for watching Popcorn Planet. Please leave a comment and smash that like button.